Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Happy Halloween. Wah. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
And I'm Becca.
Hi, Becca. Happy Halloween.
Hey, happy Halloween. I'm kind of sad. It's the last day of November, the best
day
month
of last day of October,
yes.
You mean?
Did I say? Yeah, tomorrow's November. Well,
well, by the time these guys hear this, it'll be November. But yes, your birthday month is over.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It'll come back next year.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, I really start September 1. I'm there.
Yeah. October 1st, I'm like, guess what's coming?
But your birthday falls kind of in the middle of October.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the lead up and then the wind down, where I don't really get much of a wind down. I get 5 days and then the month is over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That might be nicer though. Because sometimes I get a little like, after my birthday.
Oh, look at us. All right. Guys, we're here today to talk about Married at First Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited. I am. Okay. Let's talk about general overall thoughts. This is drop 1 episode, season 19, episodes 1 through 4. You've watched one season previous, right?
Yes, and I can't even remember. I remember no details about it except for the one couple that I kind of liked. And she had like the bright reddish hair.
I think it's Jamie and Beth that you're talking about.
Yes.
Did they talk about basic Caucasian sex?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I've watched every season.
Okay.
This has been a show I was more into than Sister Wives for a long time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was really into this show for a long time. And then, I don't know, like the last couple seasons, they started to do the 90-day format where they were going on for like 26 to 30 episodes.
Ooh.
And they were like 2-hour episodes, and it was on Lifetime and you couldn't stream it. Like, so I just kind of, I covered it in and out, but not closely. So this was refreshing. As you guys know, this is the same production company as Love is Blind, Chris Colin. Yes. So like Kinetic Content, I think it's called. So they're getting the Love is Blind treatment, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, they have a music budget. There's like real songs. Have there always been real songs?
No, never. Never. The songs were probably the worst part in the past. One thing I do have to say though, Becca, where they didn't spend this money, what is that wedding venue? Why are we just by a pool in a Holiday Inn?
Yeah. And Austin has some beautiful places.
Yes. Yeah. Why wouldn't you take a page out of the McBee Dynasty and have it in a barn?
Yes.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? I was really disappointed in this.
So on the show, they make it seem like it's just a week full of weddings at the same venue. Mm-hmm. Is that how it's really happening? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
I think so. I think so. A couple of them get married. They might do like 2 a day, like an earlier ceremony and a night ceremony.
Okay.
But for the most part, they all get married over like a weekend or whatever it is.
Okay.
Also, previously, they used to have a lot more bullshit in the beginning. Like the fact that we are going to the honeymoons at the end of 4 is huge because I have it here. Where is it? Season 17 was 7 episodes of the wedding and the honeymoon. Each episode, by the way, 2 hours.
No.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's too much.
So they would do a whole thing in the beginning where they would go and surprise the person and tell them that they got selected. Then they would have a whole thing where that person was telling their family. Then they would have the weddings, and the day after the weddings, they would have the person sit down with their new spouse's family and like have dinner or something.
Okay.
Like it was just a lot of filler that we really didn't need. So yeah, there was just a ton of filler, and it was not great. So I feel like by cutting that, it was really smart.
Oh yeah, it was super streamlined. We got to meet them. We had the weddings. They met the family. Like, I liked it. Yeah.
We also saw bachelor parties in the past.
Oh, we don't need
we didn't need any of that. And I also liked how each episode focused, like the first episode was focused tightly on Josh and Jalen.
Yes.
And then who else was in that first one? Will and Brittany. So like you got their whole story,
You got
why
to
they
know
were
them.
matched and stuff
Yes.
like that. So it was interesting. I was excited.
So are these actual doctors? All three of Dr. Robinson, Dr. Pepper,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Dr.
Pia.
Pia.
I'm not sure if Pia is a doctor, but Pia is the most real of all of them.
Okay.
Pia does the work. Like she's
Okay.
a sex therapist, I believe, and she gets in there and she does the most work. Dr. Pepper has kind of pieced out over the seasons. She used to be great, but she just kind of doesn't show up that much anymore.
Oh, what a
And
bummer.
Pastor Cal is a pastor.
Oh, a pastor. Okay.
And he's fine, but he's got a lot of internalized misogyny.
Yeah.
So there's some of that. Now, I'm hoping that that doesn't come through this year, but we'll see. He's the one who infamously, if you hear me joke about it, he literally did like a TikTok with his wife where he's like, women be shopping.
Yes, yes.
And I was like, wow, dude. Okay.
The show seems to have good statistics. I think they said they have 11 marriages and 13 babies out of the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but they've had some real clunkers. It needed a retooling.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think very much like Love is Blind, it's struggling with what to do about the social media component of all of it.
Yeah.
Because asking people to keep their social media private for like 16 months to a year to 2 years it's not feasible anymore.
No.
Like people, especially if they make their money using something for social media, like they just can't do it.
Yeah, and then how do you stay, I guess no one knows you till the show starts to air, but how do you stay completely private in such a public world, even just going out and about, buying things, doing stuff?
Right.
That's why I think I've said this so many times. That's what I love about Love Island is we're watching a show that was filmed and edited within the last 3 days.
Yeah, I
So
imagine those producers are just hitting lines of coke and just, editing the shit out of everything.
It's like more scenes, more bikinis.
Get more thong bikinis in there. What do they call it on 90 Day? A dental floss.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
More neon lights. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So how I have this done is couple by couple.
Okay.
And then we'll do the honeymoon separately.
Perfect.
Okay. So we meet Jalen and Josh. Jalen is a 27-year-old realtor whose clock is ticking.
Yes.
She's 27.
You have plenty of years, my
You
love.
have like 20 years, girl.
I think that's because her mom married and had children young.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably a cultural thing for her family getting married. Yeah, having children young.
And I felt that way too. I wrote about this in my book. Like I remember very clearly being 26, lying on my dad's guest room bed, screaming, crying that my life was over and I was going to die an old hag.
Oh,
so I get it. But I'm here from the future as a wise old lady now to tell you, Jalen, you have plenty of time.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
So she says everything she learned about reality or about love, she learned from reality TV and rom-coms.
Yeah.
What could go wrong? Everything I learned about love, I learned from 80s soap operas.
What could go wrong?
I'm just fine.
She reminds me so much of a friend I have. Like they look the same, they sound the same. And there is a naiveness about her that I love.
I love her. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
She's probably my favorite.
And Josh too. I'm rooting for both of them.
Too. Yes. I love him too. So her father was a pro baseball player. We see he played for like the Braves, I think.
Yeah.
And her parents, she has a twin brother, and her parents were high school sweethearts. And this hit home for me, who were never affectionate, and she never felt like they loved each other, and they stayed together for them, and they got divorced while she was in college. Exact same story of my life.
Yeah.
I tell that to Timmy all the time. Like, my parents were good friends.
Yeah.
But never a stitch of affection.
But there wasn't like a passionate love.
No. Nope. So Josh is 31. He owns his own roofing company. He says he's a crier and he's a lover.
Oh,
I love this guy. I love him.
Oh, I love him.
He does love EDM music.
And Burning Man.
And does he have to say EDM music? Isn't it just EDM?
Yeah, but I think he may, not understand what that kind of
Again,
music
what
is.
about me says I know anything about EDM or Burning Man? There's
Um,
clearly nothing.
I love that he does not look like somebody who would listen to EDM or go to Burning
No,
Man,
no,
and it's his favorite thing to do and listen
yeah.
to.
And
Like,
he's like a badass roofer, which there's a
yes.
lot of money to be made in roofing for
Yes.
a good reason.
It's a
It's
hard
a
job.
really hard job.
And he has a sad backstory, which always, gets me right away.
Well, the one thing he does say that I'm like, is he wants a smaller woman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And he says he wants somebody who's really humble. He says, my mom was in prison from the time I was 3 to 16, and
Mhm.
I learned I couldn't trust her.
Oh.
And he says he was raised by his grandparents and they were very poor. Like there were
Mhm.
times he was running around his neighborhood trying to get odd jobs just to get some
Back
food
to
or
school
school
clothes.
clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he said he found his dad recently. He did like a DNA test
I love
and
this.
the dad didn't know that he existed.
How crazy is that? I loved
Mhm.
it. And now they talk all the time. They're building a relationship.
And
Oh.
before I even heard his response, I'm like, "Oh, Pastor Cal's gonna eat this right up," because he's all about like, and I get this, especially as a black man, he's
Mhm.
very into the health of a father-son bond.
Oh,
You
good.
know what I mean? He talks about that a lot in his own community and church.
Mhm.
So, Josh started a roofing company with a partner, a friend. He makes really good money
Yeah.
and he struggles with it. And I've seen this happen to people before. Like he struggles with it because he came from nothing. So he
Yes.
probably doesn't have a lot of financial literacy. He probably feels like he doesn't deserve it on some
Yes.
level.
And there's probably an obligation to take care of everyone in his family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As he should, probably.
Yeah. At least
He
his
should
grandma.
absolutely take care of his grandparents.
Oh, and from the vibe I get from just these episodes, he is. Like,
A
he seemed to
hundred
have a
percent.
loving relationship with her.
100%. So we meet her at the wedding and she is so sweet. And Becca,
Mhm.
she said, and I was like tearing up here. I almost start sobbing because she's like, I was so blessed to raise you. And
Yes.
I was thinking about him in comparison to Edmund on Love
Mhm.
is Blind. And I'm going to be very honest. Like my first reaction was, oh, well, Josh did the work. So that's why he seems to be able
Mm.
to move forward a little bit, but that's not what it is.
No,
And I
that's not what
caught
it is.
myself and I
Yeah.
said, Josh had a stable, loving person raise him.
Yeah, all you need
And
is one person.
yes, and
Yeah.
Edmund did not. I had forgotten about that difference between them
Yeah.
and Edmund in and out of foster care, which is a whole different
Yeah.
set of rules. So, yeah, the grandmother was lovely
Yeah.
and he seems to really love her and it was heartwarming.
He seems like just a really nice guy. Yeah. And she seems like such a nice girl. Like, I like them both so much.
Me too. What made me think that he's done a little bit of work is he was like, I didn't invite my mother
Mhm.
because, and you could tell like he set a boundary with
There's
that.
boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah. We learned Jalen has an ex-boyfriend who passed away, but
Mm.
that's not clear what's going on there. So I'm thinking we'll learn more, maybe not, and maybe it's not our business. I don't know.
The vibe I got is that she had broken up with, like, more or less the love of her life.
Mm-hmm.
She was dating someone else. She
Mm-hmm.
found out he died,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was hurting and mourning the loss of him, and the new guy cheated on her during that process.
Okay. Okay.
That's yeah.
It's sad all around.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
Josh is so nice. He comes out to the altar. He's saying hi to everybody. They seem thrilled with what they see. And after the
Mhm.
wedding, he tells her. So this is a thing they always do too. They have the wedding and then they go sit in a little area,
Okay.
which now is like a Ramada patio. I don't know what's happening
Right
here.
by the hot tub, yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like people are hitting the ice machine in the background.
We're filming here.
So he tells her about like the dad and stuff, and she's so supportive. He meets Jalen's parents. He does really well with them.
Mhm.
Then we learn Jalen's mother, Belinda, is going to get married at first sight tomorrow. Now, what
I
do you
love
think
this.
about this?
I love this. So I have 2 questions. 1, have they
Okay.
ever had older couples before?
Nope.
Love
Nope.
that. And
Mm-hmm.
2, they've never had friends or
No.
Okay, love that.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. There was a season where they had friends. Oh God, it was Texas, I want to say.
Oh, so they've been to Texas twice already,
Oh,
like
shoot.
Dallas?
Shoot, shoot, shoot. There was a season where they were friends. Let me pause and look it up real quick.
Okay.
Okay, took some digging around in this little attic here. But it was the New Orleans,
Okay.
and it was Woody who was with Amani, and they were fantastic. And then his buddy was Miles. So Woody
Okay.
and Miles were good friends, and they were on the show. That was the first time.
Okay.
It's never been done before. But here's the thing, I worry that it's gonna ruin the experience for Jalen, because now, like, she has to have her mother around all the time. Like, is she gonna be able to
Like,
speak freely?
freely? I also worry that Jalen will be so worried about her mom and her mom's
Mhm,
relationship,
mhm.
then she won't put the effort into hers. So maybe a mother-daughter situation is not a good one.
Now, what I do think is hilarious is all the jokes between Josh and Chad about
Yes.
him being dad.
Yes. Oh, that was cute.
Okay, so post-wedding night, so we learned they did not bang on their wedding night.
No.
He brings up that his partner and he have discussed this post-nup.
Yes.
And this was like, she was just like, okay,
Yeah.
not a big deal. He's like, my partner had his wife sign one as well. So, like, it's nothing that we're asking you to do that he didn't do.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen this just kind of go so well?
This is kind of like an actual normal conversation about a prenup or a postnup.
Yeah.
I also loved how when he was sitting there and he's like, "We're having such a great time, and I really don't wanna ruin the mood, but I really have to talk to you about something," and I
Hmm.
thought the whole situation felt very realistic of, like, how you would have a conversation with someone.
Yeah. He's sweet. She's sweet. They need
Yes.
to be protected so far.
So far, I know, and I'm always so nervous when I like someone because 'cause they're
I
gonna
know, me
break
too.
my heart.
All right, let's talk about Will and Brittany. Brittany is a 29-year-old strategic HR business, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what any of this means. She's smart. She really values intelligence. And Brittany says, I have a hard time finding a man who's going to commit.
She seems very rigid, very straight-laced, very,
Yep.
my way or the highway.
Yep. Little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's also super traditional
Yes.
because she's very much like, and we'll get to this in a little bit, but she's very much like, what can I do to be a good wife to you?
Yes.
Whereas
She
I don't
also
think I would
seems
ever ask Timmy that question.
No, I'd be like, "How can you be a better husband to me?"
Will is a 30-year-old consultant. He is very cerebral. He's a little
Yes.
Nick Davis vibe to him. Except I will say he's way better looking. Will is
He's
adorable.
so sweet. He has such a sweet face,
I
yeah.
mean, he's no, Nick Davis in terms of the harem of women that he's
No,
running, but
no. Or the dressing.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, dress for the job you want, right? So, Dr. Pia says these two are sapiosexuals, which I didn't realize was a thing, but it's a
Mm,
thing and I like it. I wrote he has a beautiful smile. When he
he
smiles, his
does,
smile
yes.
lights up a room.
Be careful.
Oh,
Oh, careful,
don't go
Will.
near your staircase.
No.
His friends don't know what verbose means. And
I
he's like,
loved his
didn't any of you
friends.
pass a vocabulary test?
His friends seemed like a good time. They were all laughing and
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. So we get to the wedding and Brittany's family comes in and we learned that her older sister passed away during COVID in
Yeah.
2020.
From COVID
From COVID,
too.
I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Whoa."
That is so upsetting.
Yeah.
Her mom cries, they all kind of do. And dad talks with Brittany. Now, I thought
Okay.
this was a weird conversation. They're
Did
by the pool. He's very standoffish. Did you get that?
it felt, like, very awkward, like,
Yes.
they didn't know how to, like, naturally be with each other, and maybe that was the cameras?
Maybe. Maybe
I
there was an 8th grade birthday party in the pool and they
Yeah.
were just feeling uncomfortable about it. I don't know.
Also, the vibe in that conversation that I was getting from the dad didn't match up what we later see. I did not get, like, super religious from him,
I didn't either. I didn't either. It
but
was
lo and
really
behold.
strange. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
wrote maybe he's uncomfortable being on camera.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her sisters, when they see Will, are all like, whoa,
Yeah.
wowza.
They're
Mm.
like, "Woohoo."
And they seem happy.
Mhm.
So this is another thing that, kind of I watch closely is how they react when they see the other person come out.
Yes,
Very
immediately.
similar to Love is Blind, what's the
Yes.
the reaction like? And they seem good.
Yeah.
They seem happy with what they see. Things get slightly awkward at the reception. You figure out pretty quickly that he's a little more reserved
Yes.
and she's
Oh,
trying to
I
like
have
pull
a question
conversation
about the
out of him.
wedding.
Yeah, go ahead.
And you may not know this. Do they film this multiple times?
I don't think so.
Because I noticed that it seemed like Will had a little leftover lipstick on his lips during the ceremony, and he had a
Oh.
lipstick smudge on his shoulder.
So the lipstick smudge on his shoulder, I think, appeared in the reception when her mother hugged him. Somebody hugged him. Maybe she
Oh,
hugged him.
I thought I saw it at the altar, but maybe I was
Oh,
wrong.
maybe. I'll have to go back and look.
And that's why I was like, "Do they film these, like, multiple times?" Like,
I hope not. That would ruin it for me.
yeah.
But who knows? So she's a neat freak.
Mhm.
And I need to ask you about this. She
Okay.
doesn't use a top sheet. Now, what is your stance on this?
So, neither of my sons use top
Okay,
sheets.
neither of my daughters do. That's why I wanted to ask you.
I think it's an age thing,
It's a
like,
generational shift.
yeah, I use a top sheet. I
I
use
do too.
a fitted, a top, but yeah.
Yes. My bed has to be completely made. The other
Yes.
day when we were in the hotel, we didn't get room service, 'cause
Yeah.
or I mean, turn down whatever it is,
Yeah.
cleaning, whatever. Because now you have to request it. So like we don't
Yes.
really request it. I every day was making those beds like it was my job. Like I was in the military making those beds because
Mm.
my gram taught me how to make a bed. If there's one thing I know how to do. So
So I
I have to make my bed, Becca, even if I don't know why it would be unmade all day, which would never happen. I'd be dead somewhere in a corner.
yeah,
If I was going to get in my bed at 8 o'clock at night, I
I
would
would
make
remake
it first.
yes, and I
Yes.
have done that before when I make my bed every day. In the hotel, like and I don't do, like, tight corners, like, I was never, like,
Yeah.
taught properly,
Yeah.
but, like, if I'm in the hotel, I pull up the blankets,
Mm-hmm.
fluff them, make them look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have expected that from my children, thinking they saw me do it, me wanting them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Meh, they
No.
just throw that comforter maybe sometimes around.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
what is gonna happen to the top sheet industry in this country? It's
My
gonna go
sons
under.
my sons, when they buy sheets, they throw away the top sheet, and I like yeah,
I don't know what to say.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what to say.
A top sheet is so
There's
comfortable.
a whole generation doing it wrong. So,
Yes.
like, what if you need not to belabor the point, but what if you need some coverage, but
Yes.
not ton?
Yeah, it's all or
Okay.
nothing with my
Okay,
top sheet.
anyway. Anyway, people are riveted right now.
And she seems like somebody who would demand a top sheet.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
So, Will tanks with her parents.
Oh, I wanted to tell them both to stop talking multiple times.
Dad's like, so you man of faith? You man of faith? And he's like, well, I've studied monotheism. And he goes into this whole thing. He even brings up the Catholic schism. And I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, dude, just wrong audience. Read the room. And here's the thing about Will, and I think we see this later.
Mhm.
He's an intellectual feeler, is what my
Yes.
therapist would call him. Like, and you guys can't see this if you're not watching video, but he feels from up here
Yes.
instead of feeling from down here.
So he thinks from his brain, not his heart.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that is foreign to me.
Oh, I'm incredibly uncomfortable with it too. And
Yes.
I know people like that, and I'm
Yeah.
uncomfortable around them, and I want to scream at them, "Think with your heart."
Yes.
Feel
Yes.
with your heart.
He's just very and Timmy can be like this sometimes too, where like his logic overrides his emotions, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like he feels logically
Yes, I know what you
instead
mean.
of like I can't explain it, but sometimes I'll be like, well, I'm crying because I'm upset, and
Yeah.
Timmy will be like, yeah, but you don't have a logical reason to be upset,
Yeah, yeah, I
and I'm
understand
like,
that.
Do you fucking know me?
Like, when
Anyway.
I'm crying about one of these shows and Steve is bewildered, like, "W you don't even know these people. This is not even sad." But hearing Will talk, maybe he is Nick Davis's long lost son.
I know, right? He's really, really fucking smart. So, but like my point in bringing up his like his feeling and stuff like that is like he's not somebody who's gonna read a room and go
No.
along to get along.
No.
He's going to say the truth because
Yes.
that's what he thinks trumps everything.
Yes. And he
So-
always wants to be honest with you because
Yes. Yes. So eventually, so then dad keeps trying, you know, like, oh, we're
Yeah.
going to play checkers. And he's like, not really. So then eventually, or dominoes, not really. And then dad's eventually like, look, just do your best. Just keep my kid
keep her
alive.
happy.
So they don't bang on their wedding night either.
No.
Okay. Now, our next couple, Megan and Derek.
Oh, Megan.
Megan. She's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm looking for. Here it is.
Shame. Shame.
Oh no.
Shame.
I'm nervous.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Oh no. What is it?
I'm into Derek.
Oh,
and I can't help it.
Oh no. Did you notice that necklace he was wearing?
I know he's a bro. I know it.
Oh.
Listen, 28-year-old Amy Archer would have been like, bing, to the bathroom with him.
Oh yeah.
But 48-year-old, am I 48 or am I 49? 77. What year is this?
2005. I'm 2005.
I just turned 48. Okay.
Yes.
I know what you meant. It's 2025.
Yes.
48. I know better. I would stay away from this.
Good.
But he is hot.
The sum.
All right. So Megan works for her family's insurance and banking business, and she's a 38-year-old realtor. And she says she has terrible work-life balance and thinks she would have thrived in a culture that encourages arranged marriages. I can't even talk.
Yeah, I think working at that family business is trauma-inducing.
I think we need, very similar to The Office, a reality show based on that family business because it sounds fascinating.
Yeah. I feel like Kathy, her mom, in some circles is referred to as like Big Kathy, and not because of her body or anything like that, but like
she's just Big Texas Kathy.
She's Big Kathy.
Doesn't she remind you of Tiger Lily when we first met her? You need to do a side by side later.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're different but same. Yes.
So she's hired a life coach to help her straighten shit out, which is a good move there.
And Big Kathy can't stand that.
No, Big Kathy's like, what are you talking about? Life coach? She's a couch detective and loves watching her murder shows. So somebody let her know about murder she watched.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
Derek is a 38-year-old chief automator. Don't know what that means. He's traveled all over. He's lived in various places, and he's so tired of dating just these hot women. It's all so superficial, Becca. He needs something real. I'm like, okay, dude. All right.
When you're single, you can bang hot chicks every night. But I want a relationship.
We see him doing pull-ups on a tree branch.
Oh God.
Oh God.
He's in the health and wellness space.
Again, I hate him. But I would totally have made out with him.
Oh, God.
He is, like you said, he's the COO of a health and wellness business, whatever the fuck that is. And he tells the experts he plans on being in great shape forever. Well, gee, dude, that's some fucking privilege. I hope you don't get like a chronic illness or God forbid you're in an accident.
I hope you don't
So he wants 3 kids and she only wants 1. Or if she only wants 1, he's like, I'll convince her.
Yeah.
Pastor Cal's kind of like, women be shopping. You can't convince them of anything, especially if they have their periods.
Yeah. You can't really force a baby. Oh, well, I guess you can. Never mind.
So at the wedding, we learned that Megan's mom, Big Kathy, as we're calling her, is Tiger Lily in disguise. She does not approve of this at all. And she sits there and watches her daughter walk herself down the aisle. Becca?
Oh my God.
I was so angry. I was so
angry. You stand. Why?
Wow, you're speechless.
First of all, Did they explain why the dad couldn't come?
Yes, the dad had skin cancer on his
Oh,
nose
yes, yes,
and
yes,
had
yes.
some kind of surgery.
Yes, now I remember.
And then the brother, I couldn't hear that part, was busy.
Yeah, I guess because these are spur of the moment weddings, but
No.
how could you allow your daughter to stand there when she's marrying somebody for the first time she's ever met them,
Mhm.
or in any situation? Like,
Mhm.
and the whole time that Megan was walking down the aisle, Big Kathy had a stank eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the reception, Big Kathy's like staring a hole through her, and Megan's even like crying about it.
Did you hear what she said to her when she comes up to Megan and she's crying?
No.
She says, "What are you crying for?" Wow. Well, come sit down next to me, Big Kathy. I'll tell you why I'm crying.
Wow. You know what? Very similar to my mother.
Mhm.
Big Kathy is the kind of woman who would tell her overweight child, "Why don't you just get addicted to salad? That would solve everything."
Addicted to salad. Ooh.
So they like each other a lot.
Yes.
In their little post-wedding thing, they're talking, and he has just moved to Austin. So
Yeah.
this is another thing we've seen before. I wanna say we saw it on the Colorado season,
Mhm.
where people tend to move to the area to get cast on the show, and I'm suspecting that's what's happening here.
They found them on social media and yeah.
Uh, he says she's a smoke show, so that's a good sign. She
Yeah.
thinks he's a smoke show.
'Cause he's got abs.
He is.
Mhm.
At the reception, it is discovered that he hates country music and he loves himself some EDM. What is
Yes.
going on with young men in Texas?
And she loves country. She goes to country
Loves it.
concerts.
Loves
She
it.
goes on
Yeah.
vacation to listen to country
Mhm.
concerts.
They get back to the room. He just wants to fuck. He wants to bang. And he's ripped.
Yes.
And
I'll
she's
give
like,
that.
"Whoa, I was not expecting
No.
that." She's like, "Okay."
The cameraman is the camera woman, I think it was like, "Do you want us to leave? Are you ready for us to leave?" And she's like, "Yes, I'm
Yeah.
ready for you to get out of
I
here."
just gotta look at this, get out of here. So they do not bang actually
No,
that night because he had a night terror.
this sounded terrifying. And how can you not tell someone that you have night terrors the first night you sleep with them?
Well, he's claiming he didn't know, but like, dude, you've slept with a lot of women. Oh, he probably makes them go home. He probably puts
Oh,
them in an Uber.
he's had a girlfriend once in a while.
Maybe. I mean, somebody had to stick eventually. I will tell you that when Timmy and I first got together, I had a series of night terrors that went on like maybe 3 or 4 months,
Mm.
and I had never had one before in my life. But I would like wake up like to the point where we would joke like, "Is Timmy whispering something in my ear while I'm sleeping? What's happening?" But I think it was just such a I think it was a manifestation of like such a change in my life or like a nerve
Yeah,
system thing.
an internal reaction to what
Yes,
was going
yeah,
on.
and I
Yeah.
wonder if he's just kind of freaking out, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the stress level.
Uh-huh.
My ex-husband one time, and this is nothing like I feel kind of bad telling the story, so
Great, go
great
ahead.
stuff, but we were sleeping and he was having a horrible bad dream, and I
Yeah.
had woken up from it, and so I was, like, kind of staring at him watching it. He woke like, still dead asleep, sat up, looked at me, and pushed me off the bed.
Oh my god, because he viewed you as a threat in that moment.
In that moment, in that dream, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he woke, like, kinda like I was like, "Ah," and the whole thing kind of woke him up.
Oh, I can imagine you had a very dramatic
Oh, and I was
reaction.
much younger, so it was even worse. And he felt horrible about it, and he was just and I still
Yeah,
tease him
yeah,
to
yeah.
this day, "Remember that time you pushed me off the bed?" But it is scary when someone is reacting in their sleep.
Yeah, because they can't differentiate,
Yeah.
who you are, what's going on. Okay, let's talk about Pat and Rhonda.
Oh
Okay, I
god.
have a hot take here.
Okay.
I like Pat and I find Rhonda extremely annoying.
Rhonda's too much for me.
She's too much.
She's everything feels fake, like, "I'm gonna dance around the room, watch me, look at me, I'm funny."
Mhm. And here's what I think is going on. I think as a society, older women, myself included, I'm getting there too. It's like you constantly have to prove that you are youthful. Whereas
Yes.
men don't have to do that. Like
No,
men can
they can age gracefully.
Yeah. And for women, it's like, no, I'm still young. I'm still young. And that's what I think is going on here because this is bizarre.
Yeah.
So Pat is a 59-year-old space operations consultant who says dating on the apps is like trying to find the least broken thing that doesn't smell, like a thrift store. Okay. He's cute. He's active. We see him pedaling his little bike up the road and he believes in love. He says he was married for 30 years and the sex kind of dried up and the marriage was not good, but he stayed for the kids. And then when they were gone, time to go.
Yeah. There's a lot of that with these people, like the older couples and the parents and staying together. I guess that's a common thing.
Yeah. I did an article when I was working for a therapy company about the two most vulnerable points in a marriage are a year in and 25 years in.
Interesting.
Because that's usually when like you're having some kind of life change.
Your children have left, they've grown up, they're out of the house.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Austin is Pat's brother and they're both space nerds and they love space operations.
And we know because he tells us at every chance he uses them as puns. Yes. He uses as examples. It's like, we get it. Countdown.
But I'm kind of into it.
There's something about him that
like I like
bothers
him.
me. I don't know.
Him.
I don't know.
So he says, I'm a man of science and I'm trusting these experts to be experts in their field. Oh my God. Oh. You sweet summer child.
Good luck, guy.
Oh, okay. Another thing about Married at First Sight that I just want to say is in the first maybe, this is season 19, in the first maybe 5-6 seasons, the experts were constantly involved. They were meeting with them constantly.
Oh.
And one of the biggest complaints of the franchise is that they've just pieced out completely. I hope they fix that. I don't see it so far. But when they get back from the honeymoon, hopefully they get a meeting with and it was nice because they all had different specialties.
Yeah.
So like they would sit down with Pia and they would talk about sex and they would sit down with Pastor Cal and maybe talk about like faith and whatever.
Yeah,
and then they would talk with Pepper about maybe communication styles, whatever.
So question again, is it like Love is Blind where they move into like a neutral apartment?
Okay, so in the first like maybe 10 seasons, they did not. They would give them a budget. No, I'm wrong. They wouldn't even give them a budget. At first, they just had to decide whose house they were going to move into.
Oh,
and I loved that.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation. Yeah.
And then the next step that they took was that they had a budget so that they could look for a place together. And then they eventually went to the Love is Blind model where they all live together.
Well, see, that's also why it's 77 episodes. If they're giving them the opportunity to move into one person's house, then get a place. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rhonda is a 63-year-old performance marketing executive. She's been married twice. She had 4 kids with her first husband, but he would not get a job.
Yeah.
Girl, I feel you.
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that.
Her second marriage was short. No further information on that.
Yes.
She's been single a long time. And we see her with their kids in the kitchen. Her kids are all very lovely.
Yes.
They seem to be really tight. She's doing tarot cards and joking about how she pulled the soulmate card. And one of her sons, and we need to put a pin in this. One of her sons is like,
telling.
You can't always be my way or the highway. You tend to like things a very specific way, and you have to learn to be bendy.
And he also told her, you're very intense. You need to take it down a notch.
So put a pin in both of those things.
Yes.
So now we see her walking down the aisle. She's going to go in a red dress, which I liked that.
Yeah, I
thought that was fun.
Her third wedding. Like, let's not joke anymore. I'm 63.
Yeah, let's do it the way I want. I'm only 63. Let's do it the way I want to do it. So they seem real into each other.
Yeah,
He is like, after they get married, he's like, she is smoking hot. And you could tell he's like, we're going to bang.
Yes.
He might even let me become a backdoor friend, if you know what I mean. Like, he is so boned up over this red dress and just her sexual energy.
That she gives off a lot of sexual energy to him. Yes.
She really does. She really does. So, she he's only divorced 5 years. She's been divorced a lot longer, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I think
Because
she's been single 25, right? She said.
Yes, and what that tells me is she's gonna have a lot more experience dating, making
Mhm.
things work. We see later, I think she's an excellent communicator, the way she
Yeah.
communicates with him, and he's not gonna know
No.
those things. So that could be interesting.
Yeah, and he just recently moved to Austin because his dad died, and he's living with his mom and helping his
Dirk,
mom.
R.I.P. Dirk.
Yeah.
Mhm,
That was so
mhm,
sweet, and she's like, "I think he's here with" he goes, "I think he's here with us," and she's like, "I think
mhm.
my dad's here too." It was very cute.
It was very sweet. I think Thick and Nugget is here too.
Aw,
Thick and
watching
Nugget's
after you,
always watching over me.
protecting you.
So at the reception, she's like, look at me. And she like takes her shoes off and she's barefoot dancing and running around. I'm like, girl, calm down. Calm
Yeah.
down. He has a ton of respect for her as a single mom, which I
Mhm.
thought was great because,
Yeah.
it is a fucking hard job. Well,
It's a tough it's a tough role.
So they're kissing quite a bit.
Mhm.
And then she's like, let's jump in the pool. And he's like, okay. And he's getting ready to strip down and see her like in her skivvies. And she's like, no, I'm jumping in my clothes.
Yeah.
And then they bang. Okay.
Yeah, they totally do.
Mhm. All right, final couple, Chad and Belinda.
I
I'm
don't know
just
if
gonna
I
say
would
it.
have matched him, but
I don't like Chad.
I
I'm
don't
just gonna say it.
there's something about Chad that just rubs me the wrong way.
I agree.
Yeah.
And again, I have no proof or evidence for
No,
this. I'm
no.
just getting a bad vibe.
It's on vibes alone. Yes.
So Chad is a 54-year-old commercial real estate executive. He's got
Mhm.
money.
Yes.
And he's been married 3 times, and that's not a problem for me.
No,
I
no.
I actually appreciate when people realize a marriage isn't working and move on.
Yes.
It's something else.
Yeah.
He has 1 daughter. She's in law school, and he feels like, now's the time he could focus on himself.
Mhm.
Belinda is a 47-year-old aesthetic sales consultant,
Yeah.
and she says she's talking about Jalen's dad. This is where it gets weird. And she's telling us like there was a lot of infidelity in the marriage. When go back
Mhm.
to what Jalen was saying, and she was just saying they were not romantic.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like I
that's
want
because your mother was angry because your dad was out playing baseball and playing the field.
I wonder if like Jalen's gonna watch this back and learn things that she never knew and just like need to go to
Yeah.
therapy.
'Cause I feel like I could see that happening. That feels like a very protective vibe, like, "I'm gonna smile, everything's gonna be great for the Christmas card, but we are
Yep.
fighting leading up to it."
Yep.
Yeah.
Belinda's beautiful. I really like her.
Beautiful,
Yes.
yes.
Yep. They seem real into each other. In his vows, he's saying, I have a very blessed life, which is code for I'm rich.
Yeah.
This is a
Um,
Sparkle Megan turnoff for me.
yeah, and there's something that we'll talk about later that's just like, "Really?
Mhm.
Really?" Mm.
The thing with him is he makes jokes constantly, and I'm using the term jokes
They're
lightly here.
not funny. They're
Yeah,
not
no,
funny.
but it kind of feels like he's complaining. So, like, he's
Yes.
getting his picture taken. The photographers tell him, do this, do this, do this. And he's like, kind of like, oh, well, can I move now? Oh, can I do this with my neck now? Like,
Yeah.
it's got Karen vibes,
It's mean jokes.
but he's
Like
trying to
yeah.
frame it as humor.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't
I
like
don't
it.
like it.
And I think even at one point part and when they're taking photos, she's like, "Are you into me? Like, are you happy?" And he's like, "No, I'm just like trying to figure out if I can move or not." And it's like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
yeah.
So I am here for Jalen and Josh kind of watching them and gossiping about them. I
Yes.
did like that.
That was cute.
Okay. After the wedding,
Mhm.
he's immediately like, we need to get you a bigger ring.
Mhm.
They stop on the way to the airport to get
Mm.
bigger rings. That is so weird.
So weird. It felt
Performative?
yeah, it felt like, "Look at me. Let's
Yep.
add something to the show.
Yep.
Let's be different."
I didn't like it. It's very off-putting to me. This is a guy who tries to buy people or has had to buy people. I don't like it. If I
I
was Belinda, that would turn me right off.
I feel like he's really a jerky kind of person, but he hides behind buying things with his money for you.
And, you and I were texting a little bit about this, and I said to you, if you're like, I don't know, on your anniversary and you're like strolling down a cute little street and you and
Mhm.
your husband together, wife, whatever, you see a ring in a jewelry store and it's been a
Yeah.
couple years and you talk about that's totally different. I'm not opposed to people upgrading their diamonds.
No.
To do it less than 24 hours after the wedding on the way to the airport,
Yeah.
you're doing that for somebody else. You're not doing that for Belinda.
No. But on the flip side, it didn't bother me when Josh pulled out that ring.
Well, because you know what I think happened? I think Belinda told Jalen, I got a new ring. Josh heard it
Uh,
and thought, oh shit, do I have to do this too? So he did it too.
oh, you think that's what
I don't think Josh
happened?
ever would have done that if Belinda didn't have it done for her.
Oh,
Because
so
when they
is
talk
it
about the rings later, Jalen already knew Belinda's ring was upgraded.
and are we gonna have this whole tick for tack mother-daughter thing?
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, now I'm starting not to like this concept.
But I think Josh just kind of heard it and like kind of felt like, oh shit, do I need to do this too? I don't
Yeah.
want Jalen to feel like poop because I gave her. It's a whole thing. Okay.
Oh,
Again, Timmy and I spent $178 on our wedding bands when we got married.
yeah.
And I only replaced it. What was it? Our 15th wedding anniversary when we got the tattoos.
Yeah.
I still have that wedding ring. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all for upgrading, but not this way.
But not
This felt gross.
performative, not
Yeah,
performative
this felt
upgrading.
gross. So, let's go to the honeymoon, shall we, real quick?
We shall.
Not much happens,
No.
but they're going to Panama. I wonder if they'll see Jasmine's kids. Panama.
Tell them Jasmine said hi.
On the way there, Pat sends everyone instructions on how to join the Mile High Club.
I feel like that's older humor. That's older man humor. Do you know what I mean? It's not young.
Yes.
It's not young humor.
I agree. And so we learned that Josh and Jalen did do it, but Josh goes, it only lasted 3 seconds, so it was really easy. Now, Beck, I was just in a bathroom on an airplane. I could barely fit myself in there. I don't know how this is. This how skinny people live? I have no idea.
And I was gonna say, I've flown business and first class. Their bathrooms aren't any better. Like
No.
they're just a little tiny bit bigger. So yeah.
All right. So Will and Brittany have an issue. Morning one.
Mm-hmm.
They had sex and they didn't use protection.
That seems. She gives such weird
Terrifying.
vibes. Like she seems so responsible. Like why aren't you? Yeah.
I don't know. I with just going on how traditional her dad is
Yeah.
and how religious, I'm thinking that maybe,
She just doesn't
she
know?
doesn't believe in birth control or whatever. I don't know. Maybe count it on him to do something.
Never count on the boy.
No, we can't count on the boys, guys. She says she wasn't super upset about the event itself, but it was his reaction, which he said this clear again, approaching this logically.
Yeah.
You seem very upset about this, so maybe we shouldn't do it again. And what she's hearing is,
I don't want to have sex with
I don't
you.
want to have sex with you anymore because if you get pregnant, I don't know what we'll do and I won't support you. I won't support you through the decision. Do you know what I mean?
They are speaking two different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says he was confused. He tells the camera he was confused and he felt responsible for her feeling bad and didn't know what to do with that. I doubt he said that to her.
No, but I feel like also did production pull that out of him, question him to get that?
Probably.
Where she's probably going to have to be more pulling it out of him. Yeah.
You're right. She said, now they keep using the phrase, we got closer. We got closer.
We know
when
what
we
that
got
means.
closer. We know what that means.
Yeah.
She goes, we got closer and your immediate response was to pull away. And I wanted you to say, I don't regret this. We'll figure it out. And he kind of doesn't respond to that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, look, let's just take our time. Let's take our time. Okay. They have a nice dinner later and they seem to have sort of like a little breakthrough and they're just saying all the right things to the camera.
Yeah.
But like you said, I didn't think of that. Production could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I just think that they need to sit down with one of those professionals and learn how to like speak each other's languages
Yeah.
because or they're doomed.
Well, Megan kind of helps her later
Yes.
and is like, I'm like Will, and I could tell you it's not personal. Da-da.
That was a
And
really
I-
helpful conversation.
And I will tell you, Timmy and I are two very different communicators. And it took me a very long time to realize that it is not personal if he
Yeah.
doesn't want to talk things out. Like he's just in his head. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And I'm like gushing my feelings all over the place.
When Steve and I first started dating, he said, he goes, "Oh, we're working with feelings."
Mm-hmm.
And he said this lots of times. He had to learn to work with feelings.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. We're Libras. That's where we come from.
I don't know any other way.
We're crybabies.
Yes.
So Josh and Jalen now, she's horrified by bugs and animals and nature. And I'm like, and heights. And I'm like, okay, check.
Everything he loves, heights, bugs, and nature.
And then he goes, okay, well, now upon hearing that, we need to talk about Burning Man because I need you to go to Burning Man with me. Okay. Now, I am a basic 48-year-old white woman.
Mm-hmm.
Did we just discover I was 49? No, I'm 48. I know nothing about Burning Man.
Okay.
And my instinct, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that she will hate it.
Yes.
But I think she should try it once.
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't like it, then just make it something he goes to with his friends every year.
Yes. Go once. And if you don't like it, and I do know quite a few people who go to Burning Man. It's not my thing, but you can do it nicely now. Like there is a glam version of it.
Okay.
But it's always going to be dusty. It's always going to be windy. It's always going to be in the desert.
Yeah. That'd be tough. So they go to see, he says he's taking her to the Panama Canal, but like, I don't see the Panama Canal. So I don't know what's happening here.
Is it just like a looky-loo? Like
maybe, I don't know if I would know what the Panama Canal looks like. Like I actually know like about the construction of it, where it is and what it means, but are there, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a large canal. So could they just be going to like,
that's what I'm wondering if they're just like kind of near it or a part of it.
Yeah.
But he gives her a new emerald cut ring. And I wrote, I think she knew her mother got an upgrade. And Josh was like, shit, I need to do the same.
No.
Oh, this is what we're doing now?
Now thinking that, I don't like it anymore.
I know.
Ugh.
Derek and Megan. He's asking her questions and she's literally answering with one-word answers.
Yeah. I think she has some emotional growth to do in general.
Yeah, I don't know. She finally does talk. And when she does, she's talking about combining finances. And she's like, I mean, you're going to like read me for filth over like, why do I need all these streaming services? Why do I need Hulu and Netflix and Peacock? And I was like, girl, shh, you're on Peacock right now.
I know. Don't tell all the secrets.
Guess what she does spend the most money on? Ice for her ice baths.
We forgot to mention she did give him an ice bath for their wedding gift.
You do know ice is free. It's in your refrigerator.
But when you need to fill up a whole ice bath, it takes a lot of ice.
Yeah, because then when you got one going, you got the... How often are we doing the ice bath?
And I thought they came out and said ice baths really aren't good for you.
Well, there is a whole thing like hypotherapy or something.
Yeah.
But like a bag of ice is like $4. How much are we spending?
She's probably doing an ice bath once a day.
Can't you just turn on the faucet freezing cold? See, this is the benefit of living in Pennsylvania. I could just go outside and scoop a bunch of snow and put it in my tub and get right in there.
Yeah, that would be helpful for her.
Yeah.
I think it has to be a certain degree coldness to be like activating your senses.
Whatever. If her passion is ice baths, so be it.
She's really into them.
Yeah. He asks her a bunch of questions. She's just giving him nothing. Nothing. So later, like I said, there's a group meetup and Pat is talking, and we'll get to Pat and Rhonda in a second, but he's telling Derek like, oh, I had a similar problem. I was not responding well to Rhonda. I wasn't asking her about her life. So he kind of gives Derek like a little
Like a pep talk.
oomph. Yeah, like a little pep talk to go back to Megan. And he's like, okay. And he runs back to Megan and he's like, guess what? I think we could work this out. And she gets so defensive.
So
It's like
defensive.
wall up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this girl.
Something triggered her in that moment, and she was not having it. She was done.
He says, I feel like I'm asking you a lot of questions and you're not really what who's doing that? Are you saying I'm not doing that? Or you're doing it and I'm not doing it? Like she got really defensive.
Yeah.
She says, I feel ambushed and I need time.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It went south real fast.
Real fast.
And I felt bad because I felt like he was like I felt like he was actually trying, and he was like, I just learned something. I'm going to try to be better. And she was like, rawr.
Dare I say, so far I like him.
Well, that's a given.
All right. Pat and Rhonda had this really interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So they have breakfast and he's talking a lot about himself. And like she's dropping some really interesting things.
Yeah.
And he's just ignoring them. Like she's like, oh, well, I leave my TV on when I leave the house because I was robbed. And he's like, oh, what kind of TV do you watch?
Yeah.
She's like, did you not hear that? Okay.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
No, he didn't hear it. He steers the conversation back to himself, back to himself, back to himself. So later they have lunch and very honestly and directly, she says to him, it does not feel like you are interested in my life. She gives him an exact example.
Yes. Really great communication.
He starts to say, well, when there's a pregnant pause, I feel like I need to fill the space. And she says, no, that's different.
Yeah.
You're talking, but you're talking about yourself. Like this was amazing.
It was like, she really said to him, dude, you're kind of coming across self-centered, but she said it in such a way that like didn't cause a reason to fight, like was real direct, real open. And
and she even said to him at one point, like, don't get defensive.
Yes.
I'm not attacking you. I'm telling you what I need. And so then he goes, okay, well, let's talk about you. And he's not saying it like I think he's pretty open to this.
Yeah. I don't think it came across like, okay, well, let's hear about you now. No.
And he's like, okay, what were your dreams as a child? Okay. So if you finally got the conversation steered onto you and somebody asks you, what were your dreams as a child? Would you say to be named Jennifer?
No.
I would have been like, oh, well, I always wanted to be a writer or.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I used to pretend my name was Jennifer.
And then he kind of tries to banter a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's like, but you're turning it back on yourself. So like, I feel like she may have gone a little touch too much there, but
yeah.
But overall, I think this was an amazing conversation. And if this is the kind of shit we get when you cast older couples, I'm into it.
Bring it on.
Okay. So later they go to meditate with the trees and he tells her he loves her and she says, I love you back. And I'm like, this is doomed. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
There's a group meeting, like I told you. And then we get an end scene where Brittany attempts to ask Will what he likes.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're not giving me much. I've been asking you what you like. And he goes, no, you haven't. Nope. She's like, yes, I have. No, you haven't. With words? Have you done it with words?
Yeah.
Again, he's all up here.
He needs to like take a deep breath, get out of his head and like be in the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she's saying like, I'm trying to give you affirmation and he goes, yeah, I know you need constant affirmation, but I don't.
Women be shopping.
Yeah. He has no there's like a level of empathy missing.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say he's not very empathetic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wrote, okay, here's what I wrote. This was my theory. And again, I'm a poet, not a psychologist.
Okay.
I feel like he can't access the depths of his feelings. And that's what she's responding to, but she doesn't know how to articulate it. She's like, yes, you're giving me answers, but they don't feel real or deep or authentic because they're all coming from neck up.
And I think he's doing I think she even mentions like, I don't care what your favorite color is. Like,
Mhm.
and I think he's like,
Mhm.
"Well, I'm Will. My favorite color is green, and I like,
Mhm.
to go to the movies on Saturday." Well, okay, who cares?
He's real tough to communicate with. And
Yeah.
I'm sure for somebody who's built like him, it's not, but for somebody who's emotional, this is hard.
But she also, to me, doesn't give off somebody who's very emotional vibes either. Like she's kinda hard to read for me.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. She says, "I need someone who communicates." And he says, "How am I not communicating?" But that's
Mm.
what she's saying. She's saying, like, "Be real with
Yeah.
me." So that's where we leave all of them.
I think she wants to know his deepest, darkest secret, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this.
Okay.
Let's talk about, so you know what, Married at First Sight, at the end, they have to decide if they're going to stay married or walk away forever.
Mhm.
Um, let's go through our predictions.
Okay.
So the predictions can be, are they going to make it to decision day?
Okay.
And if they do, are they going to stay together?
Okay.
Josh and Jalen.
Oh, only because I want them to so badly. I'm gonna believe in it. I'm putting it out there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I also think she might be the one who gets pregnant. I just
Mm.
feel like it was her voice.
It was hard.
And
Like,
I'm
yeah.
wondering if the conversation about protection with Will and Brittany was a red herring.
Yeah, it's a
You know
kinda
what I mean?
tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think they'll make it to decision day and say yes. Pat and Rhonda, I think they're gonna implode before decision day.
Oh, I think it's gonna get bad. I think she's a little fireball of fire, and
Uh-huh.
they're gonna
Uh-huh.
fight.
Derek and Megan, I think they will say no on decision day.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Chad and Belinda,
I think Chad's gonna get on Belinda's nerves, and she's gonna, "I can't do this."
I think she'll say no on decision day.
Yeah.
And then Will and Brittany, I think, are gonna say yes. I think they will find a way through this.
I think.
I
Hmm.
think. I don't know. He's a good guy and she's so nice. I like them. I
I
like
like
them
them.
individually.
I want to see them do well because I think if they learn to communicate and to speak the same language, they will have success.
I was trying to think today if anyone's ever gotten pregnant on the show. And the closest I think we've came, and I had to do a little research because I
Mhm.
remembered it was Shawnice and Jeopardy, but I couldn't remember what season. They were season 6 Boston.
Okay.
And what happened is I believe they revealed their pregnancy on the reunion.
Okay.
But I want to say she had a pregnancy scare or thought she was pregnant on season. Longtime MAFS listeners, let me know in the comments. Was she pregnant on the season or was it the reunion?
Mhm.
But I remember that was the closest that we came. So this is this is surprise pregnancy, brand new.
Ooh. Is the first season couples the most successful? Is there someone from the first season still together?
Jamie Otis is from the first season.
Okay.
Not super popular.
Oh.
She's just one of these mom TikToker influencer
Okay.
people who like just really put her kids and her husband all over, and people just
Oh.
have
She got the back. I feel like there's a bit of a backlash about like the mommy family bloggers going on,
yeah.
TikTokers going on right now.
And to be fair, when she started it, I think it was a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just kind of fallen out now and it feels very exploitative the way she does it.
Mm.
So she and Doug are together from season 1. So there's a couple together from season 5, 6, 7, 8, nobody from 9.
Wow.
So yeah, the earlier seasons have a higher success rate. Cause like there's not many together still.
Mm.
So yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, we've said it all.
I've enjoyed it. I'm down. I'm in for the
I'm
ride.
excited. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Yeah. Guys,
And
we will have part 2 for you, hopefully Monday or Tuesday as soon as we get to it. But
yes.
and then we should be on track.
Yeah, it will be on track.
Yeah.
And they're really married? Like, they signed a marriage license?
Oh, yes.
They
They're
have to get a
married.
divorce or an annulment?
So when how I believe it works, and people have, kind of talked about this for years,
Mhm.
is I think if they decide to divorce on decision day, the show pays for it. If they
Okay.
stay together, they have to pay for it. That's what I
Okay.
think happens.
That makes sense.
But I could be wrong. It could be total
Mm.
bullshit, actually. All right,
Dun, dun,
guys.
dun.
Thank you so much for listening. Becca, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was lots of fun.
Well, thanks for embarking on the Married at First Sight journey.
Oh, I'm in. I'm excited.
I'm
Yeah.
in. All right, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show and get a ton of bonus content, including all episodes ad-free, please visit our Patreon. The link is in the show notes. If we've earned it, please consider leaving us a 5-star review wherever you listen. If you have someone in your life who loves trash TV, please consider sharing this episode and telling them about the pod. I hope you've enjoyed this episode because we made it for you.